So first, and this is in no particular order, as they always say when they give top 5 references, cash flow and financial statements. I think that's the pillar in terms of understanding what you need to know as an entrepreneur. And I did some videos on this, and I've talked to people about this ad nauseum. But if I'm an entrepreneur, I'm thinking, what do I need to know? I need to know at least what an income statement is and a balance sheet is, at minimum, right? There's 3 primary financial statements. The third is a cash flow statement. That income statement is very, very simple, and it's literally what it says. An income statement shows how much money you're making on the top line, how much revenue you're collecting, minus your expenses, and then that shows what's left over. So that's what's left over is either your P, your profit, or your L, your loss. And that's simply all it is, right? And it's a statement that's kind of framed in a year, in a fiscal year period. And then the balance sheet is just what it says, like looking at a specific balance at a given point in time. So that covers your assets, your liabilities, and your equity at a given point in time. And that's just a calculation. It's just like if you have a house. I mean, your house is worth, you bought your house for a certain price. Maybe you have a mortgage on it, that's your liability, and then what's left over is the equity, same type of calculation. And that's at a specific point in time, not necessarily over a period. But those 2 things, right? Not getting into the details of what those 2 things are, what business expenses you need to include, or what's not included, and how you calculate these things. It's really just understanding what those 2 things are, and having access to those things is the most important things, right? So it's like if you're a driver, it's like your driver's license and your registration, right? It's like 2 really important documents. You always got to keep up with them. You always got to keep them like handy. You got to know how to access them, but you don't need to look at them every day. It's not like you need to worry about your income statement or balance sheet as an entrepreneur if you have the right team surrounded around you, right? Obviously the banker, the accountant, the attorney, but then, other people within your organization. So it's really the simplest way I want to put that is it's literally your driver's license registration. Just have access to it, know where it's at. And then the cash flow statement kind of goes into a little detail in terms of how you're spending your money through operations, through investments, through financing. And the word cash flow is thrown around a lot in business, and it's simply a circular movement of money, right? So money comes in, money goes out. Everyone can relate from a personal standpoint. You have a paycheck that comes in every 2 weeks or every month or however often. Money goes out on Netflix and going out to eat and rent or mortgage or whatever it is that you're paying, and it just comes in and goes out, it comes in and goes out. It's just a circular motion, right? So if we're like thinking about the car analogy, like, all right, driver's license, registration, I got that. Cash flow statement, maybe it's like your insurance card, or you're not like thinking about it. But the cash flow is like a car. It's like the gas in your car, right? Because that powers the business to continue to go. If you don't have the money coming in, just like if you don't put gas in your car, you will not be able to continue to drive. So you can't continue to drive your business without that cash flow. And it's a never-ending cycle, just like gas. You have to fill it up and it's going to deplete, fill it up and deplete, right? But the goal, hopefully, is to scale, which means you can take on more gas. This is like more cash. You can, grow that business so your tank size is larger and large enough so you can go longer distances. And you can keep growing and keep growing. And so that's like kind of the analogies I like to use for cash flow and financial statements. Very basic. Just to quickly recap, just income statement, balance sheet, cash flow statement. And then cash flow as a circular movement of money. Defined as like inflows and outflows. Top 5 again, cash flow and financial statements. Private equity and venture capital, lending, valuation and multiples, and the last one is revenue and business segments. So there's a lot more that goes into all of these different aspects. Again, it's really having your partners by your side so that you are not expected to be the expert in all of these different spaces, but you know these things and you can have that confident conversation. If you're speaking with an investor, you're speaking with that potential partner, you're speaking with that vendor, that client, whoever your banker, right, or lender, it just equips you to be better prepared.